Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Hello everybody, welcome to Dad's Drafts. Now, when you look at the screen, I see that we can still do a premiere draft of the Guilds of Ravnica, and I think I want to be doing that. It's been quite a while ago since I've done that set. I don't really know which cards are in it. I know it has to do something with guilds, but as I said, it's very long ago, but I think we can learn something. Before I start this draft, make sure if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, maybe leave a like, but especially feel free to leave a comment if you think that I made a mistake during drafting or during playing, and that way I can learn something, which is pretty much the goal of this channel. Whenever I do my picks, I will say why I do them, but as I said, I am completely blank on what the cards will be. I think it's the one with the guild lands, the gates, I think. And I think there's a Siegebreaker Ram, which cares about gates. But as I said, I think I do need to do some reading on the cards before I pretty much pick them. I will do my best to see if any colors are open. And I hope you will stick around. This set, well, this is just a crazy bomb, let's be honest. Doom Whisperer, it has Flying Trample, so it's a 6/6 Flying Trample for 5 mana, and you can pay 2 life to Surveil 2. Now, even with it, without the pay 2 life or Surveil 2, it's a very good card, so I think I will be taking it. Other nice cards are Lava Coil. It's just a 4 damage sorcery, and exile it, which is probably relevant because there is also black-green. And this counts undergrowth, cares about creatures in your graveyard. So I'm not sure if this is a very good card because it's only good in late game. And I can't really recall if there's many ways to put creatures into your graveyard. These bears with upside I know are also pretty good because they're fine early and they're pretty good late because you can do this at instant speed, the pump effect. And yeah, that's about it. I don't want to go into any damage spells with blue and red in them, and this is just a crazy card, so we'll just take the Doom Whisperer. Doom. This card has Undergrowth, search for a card. I don't think we really care about that. Now, I do see another nice card, and I know this one is also good, but the that it does something on its death is not as good when it enters the battlefield, obviously. So it's either between Deadly Visit and Moodmark, sorry. Now I recall I will take the Deadly Visit because it's just a solid removal spell. Other nice cards are this one and also the Sphinx, but now we'll stay in black. I remember this card once that I had a game where I had this in my opening hand, but I had to mulligan, so I actually drew this in my second hand. I put this on the bottom, and then I never shuffled my library during the whole game. And I remember that this was the last card. I actually nearly got milled out. I grabbed this as my final card, and I actually managed to win the game with playing this and killed the opponent. So this is actually a fine card. Disinformation campaign. We know the other version of this. This one is actually better. But there's also a Knight of Autumn, but we have quite some double black, so I don't think we want to splash either green or white, but this is a very nice card. Now, I don't see any other cards which I really care about. This one is just okay, I think. Doesn't really do anything. There's a Trick, which I don't want to be playing in black-red. Now, it's either between a Haunted Witness, because it gives us a body to sacrifice if we want to do that, or the Disinformation campaign. And since blue-black might be open, I think we'll just take this one. And we can also Surveil, so it goes very well with our picks so far. Return X target creatures of the creature type to the owner's hands. So it is somewhat limited because you do need to pick a creature type. But I don't think that's too bad. This is just a solid removal spell. I think we might actually be taking that. Now, black-blue does seem somewhat open. So I think I'll just stay in black-blue for the moment. and pick black. This is also a nice card, but again, it cares about dying. But I'll take the Severed Strands and hope to pick up some small creatures. There we go. There's a Signpost uncommon for us. It's good because it's just a 2-mana 2/2 with a big upside. And it can effectively put stun counters. Now, stun counters didn't exist yet in this set, so they just made it. It doesn't untap during the next untap step, but it's practically the same. But I'll take the Guild Mage, and we know for sure then that blue-black is open. I don't know how good blue-black is in this set though. Do we want a Guild Gate or a creature or another removal spell? I think we'll take the removal spell, and then our focus will mostly be on picking up some small creatures to sacrifice and some 4-drops. I mean, I want to make sure that we have our curve. Now let me just put the removal spells all at one row. I remember this card really overperforming. I mean, 3 mana for draw a card and the opponent discards a card is very good, but making it recursive is amazing. And we do have quite some ways already to surveil. Surveil 2, draw a card, no range 2 damage to you. Okay, it is a sorcery, which I don't really like. I think this is a fine card, but I'm not sure if it's worth picking it over 2-drop, because we really need bodies to sacrifice with the Severed Strands. The Wall of Bones is also fine, I guess. I keep saying we need creatures, but we do, but I think skipping this would be just not that good. Another removal spell, my goodness. Really like this beetle as well. Do we take another removal spell or a bats? I don't really think the bats are amazing. So we'll just take another removal spell and we should be full on removal. Now, nothing in our color. I think we want to take the Guild Gate, because if we want to splash red, that's an option. There's another Guild Gate. Red does seem somewhat open as well. Maybe we just want to, no, we have plenty of removal spells, so we'll just take this. There's another trick. There's a gate which is not in our color. Now I do see that black and blue is being cut off enormously out of nowhere. But we'll just take the locket. We'll take this. It's another surveil trick, and we care about surveilling. Let's just take the creature here. Don't think we want to be playing that. This is fine if we manage to get more gates. It's a nice top end. And people weren't really into gates, so maybe our late game plan should be pick up more of these if they come around and just fill up on gates, hopefully in one of our colors. Now we do have only 3 creatures, so we want to be a controlling deck, but we really need some 1 and 2 drops, and 4 effectively, but that's something for later. And we want to be surveilling, so cheap creatures with surveil. Now if you can hear the sound, I'm very sorry, the neighbor is trimming his hedge, so let me just close the window for you. I hope that sorts it. That's a very wild late green drop. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? A 3/5 which can be blocked. When it deals combat damage to a player, exile target creature the player controls and put a hit counter on that card. That player loses the game if they own 3 or more exiled cards with hit counters on them. Yeah, I think this is just a very nice card. Also really like this, but I think I'll take this over it. This one actually might come around, but I'm not too sure. But this is just a nice body, and just if it deals damage, it exiles a creature, which is just very good. Didn't really look at the other cards though, but let's just take a look here. I remember this card was also very nice, because we care about surveilling, and we want to be drawing cards, because drawing cards is awesome. This one is one which is more into the black-green deck, so I know it's a fine card, but we don't have many creatures to sacrifice, and we don't really care about it, so we'll just take the Darkblade Agent here. When it's deals 3 damage to each opponent you gain through life. When it's put into graveyard from your library, you may exile it. If you do... Alright, it's just damage and gain life. I think I'll take the Centipede here, because we need some bodies. But as I said before, I would really love to pick up some 2-drops. That is something that goes very nicely into our deck. It's like you ask for it and you get it, which is amazing. When I surveil the first time, each turn Whispering Snitch deals 1 damage. So we just drain, and it's a body we could sacrifice. Now, this is not as good in our deck, because we don't have that many creatures in our graveyard probably. So it's either between one of these. Now, probably between these two. I have 4 removal spells already, and I think we need more bodies, so this is one of those moments where you actually pick a silly card over a removal card, and I think that's what we want to do. It hurts though to be not taking the Deadly Visit. Here we do the same thing as well. Could also take the Unexplained Disappearance, but I think we just want to keep our creature count up for the Sabbath Strands. So our goal is to destroy anything they play with these creatures, surveil what we can, and try to get to our Doom Whisperer and Etrata. Yeah, I think this is pretty much the only card we can really do something with. It's a fine card. I don't hope to be playing it, but since we want to be late game control, I think we want to maybe keep it. I would really like a counter spell of some sort. I know there's an uncommon counter spell, which also lets you surveil, but I don't think it will be given to us. Quite sure there's more counter spells of some sort. Let me just look at the creatures. We have 10 creatures now, so that's going very well. Do I want a 4/5 body? Tap any number of gates. We don't have that many gates yet, and I think a creature, in this case, a 3-mana creature, is better than this. I'll just take the Dowser. I hope we won't be playing it, but it's a top end which I like. I think I just want the Beefy Crab, because it stops a lot of things. Here we'll just be taking the Sonic Assault. I mean, red is the only card we could possibly splash for, so... It's interesting how such a set is played so long ago, but I still know the cards fairly well. Not all of them, but... We don't need that many playables, and we still have a full pack to go, which is nice. Wow, we could play so many Lockets. But if we get to play one, it will be this one, and then not to fix, but to draw 2 cards. Sure. And another Locket. They are not really popular, it seems. This is a very nice card, if you have some life gain, but we don't. Deadweight is a fine removal spell. Now I don't see anything else. I mean, there's not any blue cards in this deck. There's either a Hired Poisoner, which is fine, or a Deadweight. I think I want to take the Deadweight. Alright, I really like the Mused Drake more than this return creature to their own hand, because we need to be drawing cards and we want some bodies. Now the stats aren't amazing, but I mean, it's a flyer, you can block some things and it gets you a card, and I think it's pretty much the draw a card thing. Oh my goodness. That's an amazing creature, but not something we can splash. If we were in either green-black or blue-white, for instance, I would definitely splash this, but we're not in any of these colors, so it's very difficult for us. I think we'll just take the Centipede. I mean, if it dies, we can give one of our flyers a counter. Oh, well, hello there, Lazav. What do you do? When it enters the battlefield, surveil 1. We like that. Lazav the Muslim becomes a copy of target creature card in your graveyard with mana value X, except its name. Lazav, legendary creature. Okay, so it just becomes a creature in our graveyard. Is it until end of turn? No? Okay. Well, we just want that. It's a very good card. I remember this being a more of a commander card, so I don't really care about that one. Let's just look at our curve. We could use some more top end. Now I'm not sure if this is the one we want, but I think we might actually have to take it. This card is also good, but it might actually come around. I'm not sure if we're going to play the Gargoyle. Sorcery. And attacks, not amazing. I think we'll take the Leapfrog here. I mean, we do have some sorceries. But I know that this one is actually meant to go in the red-blue deck. Another red, don't mind that. We want to be making the opponent discard as many as they have. Now green-white was clearly very open. Maybe we'll just take the Locket. I'm not sure if we're going to play it. I don't think we will. Now I don't think we have enough gates to make the Gargoyle worth it. I mean, at its best it's going to be a 5/5 flyer for 6, so I don't think that's something we want. I will take the Snare here. It's a very nice late game trick. Just toss these out. Gargoyle out. Guildgate out. Put these there and that one there. Wouldn't mind another 4-drop, but we do need to do some cutting as well. I remember this card. That was amazing. Yeah, there were some decks in drafts where you had this at turn 4 and it was pretty much always a 7/7. Really good card. Yeah, Rosemane Centaur, we won't, I don't think we'll get past anything useful. It feels as if someone next to us went into blue-black at some point. Probably after having passed some of these cards. But it must not, it couldn't have been someone very close to us because we got Lazav. Now, do we want to be playing 17 lands? I think we do. Alright, well, still a creature. Now let's just take a look-see here, what we want. What we want to do with our deck. Curve-wise, we have too many 2-drops and could have used one more 4-drop. We don't have a very heavy top end, but still I think we want to play 17 lands because we have plenty of ways to surveil the lands away. It's a fine trick. This will probably be a 4-drop, so this way the curve looks fine. I think we do want to drop a 2-drop. We don't want a Wall of Mist. We have 16 creatures still, so that's plenty. Do we have enough instants and sorceries to make this count? We have 1 instant and 6 sorceries. I think it sounds fine. I'd rather get rid of the Locket. Agent is good. We want to be surveilling. We need to drop two more cards. These aren't good, but I think we do need some 5-drops. We didn't get past any very big black or blue creatures. Wishcoin Crab is something that I don't want to get rid of. 3-drop is fine. Maybe we want to get rid of 1 red. Maybe 1 Severed Strands, because I think we should get rid of the deadweight instead of the Severed Strands. This is hard removal. It's also sorcery, so it works with our Leapfrog. Now lands are okay. Whenever I want to see which lands I want to get most, with 2 colors it's not that hard, but with 3 or more colors it's actually harder. And it has to do with 2 things. First of all, which mana do you require in the first 3 drops, and are there any multi, for instance 2 blacks or 2 blue cards in our deck? Well, there's multiple cards with 2 black, so that makes us lean more toward black. But if you look at our first few cards, it's also mostly black. So it might actually be better to go 10-7, but I don't think I want to risk it. Now, if you play multiple colors, so for instance you want to go three different colors, you want to make sure that the mana that you need for the thing to cast, you have 7 sources for it. That's the way you should look at it. So imagine you have a red creature. I would be splashing a red creature and it only needs 1 red mana, but it's early in my 1, 2, 3 drops. I wouldn't be doing it, but if you would, then you should make sure that you have 7 ways to get red mana. Now, that could be creatures, that could be multicolored lands, it could be treasures, you know, whatever. All right. Now you can see that we're no longer diamond nor challenger, or mythic, I mean. Well, there's no real thinking required here. I think we'll just play those off first, because this is better if they have less cards in hand, strangely enough. But I'm not too sure. There we go. Well, we can ditch a land. That's fine. Because we drew another land. Yeah, I'll play the red. They have 5 in hand. We'll have another red next turn. Prey upon target creature you control fights. Target creature you don't control. A fight spell. Wow, look at their deck. I think we actually want to get rid of our other island. I mean, we have many ways to play 2 and 3 drops. Yeah, sure, we'll block. I don't really care. We'll have another red soon. There's another Severed Strands. You got to say, man, this is nice. Thing is, he has advantages of putting he plays green, so there's cards in his deck which care about, my goodness, his hand must be stacked. There's creatures that care about him having creatures in the graveyard, so we probably want to avoid it. Now if he plays a big, well, that's fine, sure. They might have a counterspell, which would hurt, but I don't know if there's a single blue counterspell in this set. I think there's not. I wouldn't mind another land, actually. Okay, well, Centipede is also fine. Oh man, their hand is really stacked. Look at that. 2 Artful Takedowns. What can their last card be? I hope it's a very big creature, because that way we can kill it. But since we're ahead on cards, we should be doing fine. Yep, there we go. I think that's a card we want to kill. Could also just play the Centipede. This has to be from our graveyard, yeah. No, I think we just want to surveil. Make sure to either get a blue land or that card, which is fine. We'll take that back to our hand. My goodness, look at the crazy stuff going on. I'll just kill this now. Target creature and opponent controls. Sacrifice the red, sure. Now at this point we pretty much just want to try and keep their hands empty and us expanding the board to get them to the top deck mode. Now they know that we have this one and that we'll probably play it. Sure. Okay, I think I want to get the last card out of their hand. Oh, hello there. Yeah, sure, we'll attack. Now his hand is empty, and of course he can be, if he gets another green or black mana, he can. Okay. Creature carding mana value X, so we need 5 mana to make this into Doom Whisperer. I don't think that's that good. Should have just surveilled this to the graveyard anyway, I think. No, I think I'll do the Centipede. I can make this into the Centipede if I want. I think I do. Bring the beats and keep up dazzling lights. And this way we can damage them more than they can damage us. So it seems to be a race. Now we can always do this again if we get something different in our graveyard. If they keep a card in their hand, or they use that at the end of their turn, I will use this to get a disinformation campaign back to our hand. -2, -4. Sure. 3 artful takedowns. Yeah, I just want to do this. Not for the damage reduction, but wow, we're not really taking any lands. I think we'll just keep that one on top, play it, and hope to draw a land. There we go. And we'll just block if they attack. They can't crack it at the moment. They need another black or green source. So, but if they keep top decking removal like this, it's just there we go. I wouldn't use it now if I were with them, because if they do, then we can just use this information campaign. Well, I think it's time to just start flampling, as they say, flying and trample. With the Doom Whisper, they have 0 cards in hand. And they really need to dig for some removal spells here, because this will get them down fast. If they play something big with reach, we can kill it by sacrificing the Muse Derrick. And it just, the 2 life can get us to take the disinformation campaign back to our hand. So if we actually get another island, we can use this twice. Sure. Okay, there we go. All right. I think we'll just start slamming. Play the Guild Mage. And now we should be fine. I mean, if they want to remove or either kill the Doom Whisperer, we can still Surveil 2, make sure we get our lands away. Get this back to our hand, play it again. But it does seem they got something. Wow, that is just a very nice top deck. Yeah, I do want to Surveil 2, thank you. Yeah, not really need the crap. We're ahead, so, but I wouldn't mind a 4-5. I think they should have tapped differently. Oh, they couldn't. Doesn't really matter. Okay. I think it's best to keep the tap up so we can play our Dowser. And then in their turn tap the red so they can't block anymore in next turn and get in for lethal. Now they can still crack this and probably play something. Yeah, that's a good card. Probably want to tap that. Sure. I mean, we still win. I mean, we can kill it and tap it. So I'll just tap the rat. Kill the flyer. I mean, they can surveil a few, but we don't really care. Oh, it doesn't tap. It doesn't tap? Did I misread it? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's just stupid. My bad. I think we still got them. Sure. In that case, we'll just start jamming. Yeah, that was my bad. I should have read the card better. So if you're actually watching this and you know that what I was doing during my draft, picking the cards, you know that I've been reading it wrong all the time. So it's actually not the same as tapping and put a stun counter on it. It's actually just, it doesn't untap. It doesn't matter if it's already, I mean if it's not tapped. Yeah, I think this is a good game. I don't think they can really draw something for 3 mana. Good game. Alright, game 1. Victorious. Now our goal of course is to get back to Mythic rank. Now I'm not sure if we can get there by playing this set, because I really don't know this set that well. But I think I wanted to just do one of these for content. Alright, Angry Frog. Here we go. It's not amazing, but the lands that we have in our deck still are black lands, swamps. So I think we should be fine. So I know it's not the best hand to keep, but I think I do want to keep it because I really dislike Mulligan. Maybe we have too many of the 7 strands, but I don't know. I think this one is also better in the green-black deck because it gets a body to the graveyard, which is very good for undergrowth. Now, as you can see my setup here, it's still evolving, as one might say. I mean, we got the microphone. I am soon going to get a screen behind me. And maybe you really like this small thing that I have going on, the legendary human father. I think it was quite nice. There we go. Let's just play the snitch. We got the best card in our deck, but we won't be playing it for a while. And if they have any removal, to be honest, I hope they use it on all my other creatures. I have no idea what's in this set, so I think I'll just attack. Okay. I don't know if there's any blue-red flash creatures. There might be. I'm not sure if I want to be blocking this. I think we want to get to the late game. But if they don't have anything, I'll just... Sure. Now we can kill that, which I think is important to do. Do we want to keep the leapfrog or the snitch? I think we want to keep the leapfrog. No. We want to keep the snitch. So I'll just sacrifice the frog. Kill that. The reason being we have some surveil stuff going on, which means we can start draining them, and we would also gain life, which we just paid. But you know, this card might die soon, or with this snitch. Sure. Go ahead. Yep. Hypothesizzle. Goodbye, snitch. I think. I mean, they actually might just bin a land, depending on what they have in their hand. Now this card we know from the Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Alright, didn't bin anything, that's also fine. I want to play the Dowser first, because it's a fine blocker, and if they have removal they will probably use it on this card. Can't be using a Hypothesizzle on it though, but I'd rather have them kill that than kill our Doom Whisperer. Wow, okay. Yeah, we'll just play this. And during our turn, it's each turn or... First time each turn, yeah, I think we'll just surveil now. Pay 2, gain 1. Keep that. And turn. Now their hand is stacked, so they can probably still kill this. I will not block with it. But next turn we have the Centipede and the Severed Strand, so we can actually be... Yeah, I think I will just do this once more. Yeah. Sure, yeah, that's a good card. Now, I hope they used pretty much all their removal. So I will just play the centipede. Attack with the snitch. And I will probably just block with the centipede. I mean, if they want to use a trick or something to pump this, kill this, this will still get bigger. Seems like they are lacking creatures. I know this is a very good creature, so I'm glad we could remove that. Now soon we'll have 2 removal spells, so we should be fine. The only problem is they're both sorcery speed removals. Okay. Yeah. I think I'll just be attacking with the centipede, see what they do. Then I will try to play this, because I want to surveil too. And if they can counter this, that's fine. Then we still have another removal spell, but I really like the... Yeah, I think we don't need another Savage Strands. We need something to put some pressure on them. So it is looking fine at the moment. I wonder what they can do. Is another hypothesis, perhaps? Or maybe just lightning bolt or shock. Wow, I really don't know this set anymore. Oh, wow, look at that. Killing the snitch. Explosion is X damage to any target. Target player draws X cards. Wow. Yeah, I'm not too sure that we'll still be winning this game. We can still kill their next spell. I just hope they play something big, which is worth playing the Savage Strands for. But they are just drawing so many cards. Yeah. I don't think I'll be attacking. Reason being, if they attack with this one, I just want to block it with the centipede. Wow, yeah, they have some nice cards. Doesn't really feel like a draft deck. They just got this. This is a pre-constructed, really. Or at least it feels like it. Now, if we were further in the game, I would just wait it out, because they are using quite some cards from their library, so they might actually... Oh my goodness, blue-red was just wide open, wasn't it? Yeah, this is just one of the decks where you can play it as good as you like, but I don't think there's anything we can do. Maybe our disinformation campaign can get us ahead. Okay, that's also fine. They can still kill it probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Yeah. If only we had a way to do some milling, that would be awesome. This one will die, because they just will use the beacon bolt perhaps. Maybe I should have kept it up. But this is jumpstart, so they can play it again. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Wow. Nice job, Angry Frog. Yeah, he has an amazing deck. I mean, let's just be honest. When you draft this, and you get these cards and all these, look at them, all these blue-red cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wasn't done yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 multicolored cards. It's just crazy. Yeah, good game. Can't really do anything about that. It's just crazy, crazy good deck. I mean, no one at the table must have been playing blue-red. And he got some nice rares too. So that's 1-1. We'll just keep this ball rolling. Maybe I should get rid of one Savage Strands and put in another red. I think that's better. Because we are now often with removal but without creatures. And the Savage Strands is really useless if you don't have a creature to sacrifice it with. Yeah, it's just they had so much removal. I mean, if we only could have had like 2 turns with the Doom Whisperer, I think it would have been very nice. Yeah, sure. 2-drop, 3-drops. We'll probably pick some in between. Hello. Seems like he had to mulligan. Which sucks for them, but is good for us. All the thingies you can click is just... I mean, if you don't like Magic the Gathering with the cards, you can just join the game and start clicking on interactive things on the map. Let's rat you. Alright, well, I'm really happy with the red here because they seem to be very probably aggressive. White-red. Yeah. MC Hammer. Now, look at these curves. Isn't it just amazing? 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop. And then hopefully maybe some instants and sorceries to remove whatever they play. Wow. Respect. That is very cool. Now if they can actually manage and get the whole Guildgate thing going, that would be awesome. Now we can't really attack anymore. We can return this and hurt them for 2, 6, which isn't enough. At this point I think I'll just expand our board. I mean, if they play more crabs, you know, it's a good card. But most of the time this will just be a remove 1 card, which is still fine. I think we'll just attack with these 2, see what they do. He must have something. Sure. I'm glad they did. That means we can keep our Doom Whisperer up. I want to do this right now. Make sure to get rid of our lands. Yeah, I want to keep those both. I think that's good. Done. Now I'm keeping up the swamp because if they have something that makes me discard, I'd rather discard the swamp than discard. Okay. I'd rather discard, as in with a D, discard the swamp than this card with TH. Sorry, English is my 3rd language. Oh, that's a very nice card to kill. That's not a very nice card to kill. Now this has mentor, so when it attacks, with less power, okay. Sure. Now, can we get in for lethal of some sort? I think I will start with killing the Helion, because that way we can get in for 9. Which is a lot, so we have lethal next turn. If they have another flyer, I will try to use the selective snare on it. They might just have nothing. Okay, good game. Wow, so many guilds. So many guild gates, I mean. Alright, off to game 4. 2 and 1 so far. I hope to at least win as much as I lose, because the last few drafts with the Outlaws of Thunder Junction haven't been so successful. Yeah, this seems good, but it actually isn't, because we don't have any creatures to use the Savage Strands with, so we just have to mulligan this. This is good. I'll just ditch a swamp, we'll draw more. Hello, Mr. Hulkbuster, whatever. Would you look at that? I will play the Snitch first, not because we have any Surveil, but I think the Burglar is better when they have less cards in hand. Now let's just use all of our mana, so I want to be doing this. Now, if we draw another land, I'll probably play these two. Okay, that's also a very good card. It stops a lot. Yeah, I think I just want to play the red, make them discard. Since they can't really block, or at least kill something with blocking it, I'll just get in for 1. Place the House Mage. Now this way we can use 3 and just drain them every turn. Yeah, good card. There goes our Wishcoin Crab. That is just sadness. Just reveal now. I think we want another land. Humans. I think he might have more humans. I'll just keep them both. Yep. Now I am surely wanting to play the Deadly Visit during our turn, because, you know, they'll be playing Disinformation Campaign, or actually that Disinformation Campaign again. So we'll just kill that, Surveil, drain them, get rid of that. Get in for all the damage that we can. Now the Disinformation Campaign has lost its power. Yeah. Goblin, Cyclops, Human. Okay. I think I want to return the Cyclops to their hand, and then attack with the Centipede. Now if they double block, I wouldn't mind. They don't. I will just Surveil 2. Yeah, sure. So I want to avoid... Ah, there goes our Seville. Well, in that case, this card is not that good. We just keep playing all the cards that we have. Because, you know, they have disinformation campaign, so any cards we keep in our hand are not really good. Or at least not to keep in our hand. Really wouldn't mind drawing the Doom Whisperer. My goodness, were these on sale or something? I mean, he has 2, last opponent had 2. Now, I hope to draw a playable. Yes, I will play it, because otherwise we'll just lose it next turn. I think I'll just keep this behind. He might attack with the Cyclops next turn. Now, if we can get any kind of Seville going, that will be amazing. But I think it might just die. Yep. Very good card. Didn't see any of those. I think I prefer this over the 5 mana remove a... What is it? This one, because this is a sorcery. Look at him just enjoying his cuppa. About to be murdered. He doesn't have double red. I think I'll just try. I mean, he might have something, but... I mean, we don't have many Seville. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah. Out goes the snitch. Yeah, I'd rather have the doubter than the snitch. That's bye-bye snitch. Yeah, we're really missing our top hand. I mean, we didn't really get, as far as I know, during the draft, didn't get to pick many of the... My goodness. Sure. We didn't really see many blue-black 7, 6, 5 drops. I mean, we picked the 5 drops that we could, 2 of these, but these are not amazing. Yeah. Wow, he might have mistapped. Oh, well, okay, he didn't. Sure. I think we're still dead. One, yeah. Don't think there's much we can do here. I mean, we can play a creature, shrink one of theirs. Wow. Sure. Yeah, good game. Ah, blue-red. Maybe it's the best color combination in this set, but it's really kicking our ass. Both blue-red decks. So we are now 2-2. Really need another win. We'll just try. Yeah. No, we're just running into the same problem, which is we don't have anything at our 6 drop. We don't have anything to keep our, or we don't have much to keep our Doom Whisperer alive. But hey, it's 2-2. We could still go 7-2. You don't know. But if we run into more of these bonkers decks, it will be quite hard. I mean, blue, red, and all the multicolors. Yeah, I like this. I like this very much. Now, there we go. I think I want to play the Dark Blade Agent on turn 4. And I prefer to play this at turn 3, because if they use any removal spell, I'd rather have them kill that. Sacrifice, deal 2 damage to target creature. Okay. In that case, I'll just do this. Now next turn, I think I'll play the Darkblade Agent, because that can't be killed by the Crater Maker. Did they not draw land? That's just sad. I think we'll just try. Now, if they still don't draw land next turn, I think we'll just play Doom Whisperer. Sure. Do we want to get aggressive? I think we do. So we'll just do this. Surveil 2. I mean, we can get more lands later. We'll attack with the Darkblade Agent, get a card. Maybe I should have kept one land. Oh, okay, well. That's what killed our Doom Whisperer last time. Now he is really digging for answers. He is 3 colors. Okay. Well, he has 4 mana now, so he can actually be doing some useful things here. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just try and get their hand empty. Wouldn't mind drawing a land. Okay. Now I'm going to attack with these 2 because I want to surveil probably to get this back to my hand. If they do block it, it will die because it then gets Death Touch. They might just shrink it again, but we have so many cards in hand. Sure. Can't really have too many cards, I believe. Damage. We'll play the reds. Yeah. As long as they don't kill this Doom Whisperer or in any way remove it, I think we should be okay. But to be honest, they did keep a risky hand. I think he had these in his hands. Okay. Probably could be playing this better because I don't really have anything to do this turn, so maybe I should have kept one more land on top. I think we'll just keep the surveil for our turn. Yeah. Now we do need some kind of removal for that, so I think we'll just make sure to I think we just killed them. I just get rid of these. I really want land now. Now, do we actually get to kill them? I think we do. Because we can send this back and attack for 7 because he can only block 1. So this is a spirit. Okay. So we're actually 3-2. Let's just try and keep this going. Yeah, sure, I had fun. I'm not sure if they were just unlucky with the draws or they kept a really bad hand. But them not playing a land on turn 3 really hurt them. Now, if you like what I do, by all means, feel free to maybe press the like button or subscribe. Tell your friends about this. And I can't really wait for Modern Horizons 3 to come to Arena. Would love to draft that set. Also going to the pre-release this Friday. Mr. Gouda. Yeah, I like this. I mean, this card is okay. I mean, I think it's gotten us to the win twice now, but I like the 2-drop, 3-drop. Oh, that's even a better 3-drop. These reds are really, really good. What do you have, Mr. Gouda? Nice. Isn't this one of these two? Yeah. Sure. Search for planes. Put it into your hand and shuffle. Yeah, it's a nice card. I mean, it's good in the early game and it's very good in the late game. The thing about these cards is I think you need to know when you want to keep it or when you want to use it. So now they use it at turn 1, but maybe they'll regret it later on. Alright, well, let's just start drawing cards and make them discarding cards. Any lands I get now, I will probably surveil away. I mean, like Enya said, surveil away, wail away. Sorry, that was bad. My goodness. Their hand must be stacked. Okay, yeah, sure. That's a 3/3 with trample. Now, is that something we want to return? When it ends the battlefield with 3/1 whenever you cast a multi-color spell. No, I think I want to do that later. I think I want to do Notion Rain now. Notion Rain. Don't really want the leapfrog either. I mean, we have plenty of things to do. We need to discard. We don't have anything we want to make Lazav into, but it's a trivial trigger. At this point, I think it's just our priority should be to keep our life totals high. So we'll be taking 5 here, but I hope next turn we can play the Dowser and maybe block some things. I might chump with the red next turn. I'm gonna rather chump something bigger they play than a 2-drop. Lands for days. Yeah. What can they have? Yeah. Okay, that's a big boy. Now, if they attack with both, I think I will block the green creature with the Dowser and not double block this. I mean, they can pump this. I can take 5. Because if I double block, I can get blown out very easily. Okay, turns out I still can. Yep, this is going to be very difficult now. Drawing so many lands, my goodness. Yeah, I think we have to do this. We have to jump next turn. No, we really need something, some more kill spells. Because we cannot keep going like this forever. Now that is a very nice card. So we have 7 mana. We can do all of them. So I'll play this one first. Play this one. Play this one. And now we could actually use our Severed Strands. Do I care about that one? I think I do. This can become a 4/4, so that way we can actually block something. Lazav is fine, but we don't really have creatures in our graveyard that we... Do we prefer to... we can make it into a 5. Don't have anything against the flyer though. I think I have to do it like this. I know I need to gain life, but this way we still have 5 or 6 turns to deal with a hawk. Wow. Yeah, that's very nice. Okay. 8 mana. Probably should have played the disinformation campaign first. You never know what you draw. I want to return, what was it again? Warrior. Elf. Return that elf, please. Oh, I'm so stupid. Yep. I should have done it differently. Oh. Yeah, that was a misplay from my side. Should have bounced it first and then, you know, make them discard it. This is just stupid. Yeah, that was my bad, totally. Ah, yeah. Misplay, my bad. Could have been a removal spell effectively. Now we have 3 more turns to draw a removal spell. Okay. That also works. Now I don't think we'll be paying life, because that will kill us. We might have to at some point, but... Another fight spell, or what is it? Oh my, maybe he was in our draft pool. Please attack. Can you imagine playing that? It's a nice card. Yeah, well, we need to draw many answers now. So we might have to surveil and go to 1. I hope he attacks with all that he can. We can do some decent blocks. I think we can. Yeah. No, this is just a very strong deck. Take your time, Mr. Gouda. If he does attack, we can block. Okay, let's just see how this goes. I didn't really expect them to block, but fine. Can't really see this going well for them. We'll go to 1. Yes, we will have the strands. Oh, sorry. Please, a small creature. Not that. Yeah, that's a good game. I mean, I can remove something. Don't really care which. We still have 1 turn. Of course we gain life. Well, we can't attack with this. And if they do attack with everything, they'll get us to 1. I think they will attack with everything. But this is just hanging on by a thread. No. Oh. If they do have some kind of trick, we just die. But we really need 2 more. We need more bodies now, and they just keep adding to the board. Yeah. Good old Magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15 lands drawn. So in all these cards, there's only 2 more lands. Sure. Yeah. Well, that's Magic. Drawing so many lands. It's just too bad that we were too low HP to surveil once more, because that would really help. But that would have killed us. So 3 and 3. We claim the rewards. That's fine. Now we have some packs to open. Let's just open them up. Open all. Show me what we got. Alright, alright. That's a nice card. Dream Eater. And we have many cards which I don't use since I don't really play Constructed. Now, thank you for watching. If you made it to the end, as I said before, feel free to leave a like, and I hope you had fun, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.